There are some people you should not share your faith experiences with. Some people, God tells you, give this thing, you tell them, they kill it on your inside. Say, no, grace works. We don't need, why you don't do that? What's this? Just rejoice in the Lord. Just be confessing. You don't need all these things. It's grace, the grace of God. It's grace. He moved it, he said it, but be my It's not everybody that can pump the faith that God has spoken to your spirit about. It's not everybody. Stop telling everybody the things that God has told you. It's not everybody that has the capacity to handle it. Imagine Abraham came to tell me as his pastor that God told me to kill my child. You know how we cancel him? You are mad, oh. God, I can cancel him out of God's will for his life. Innocently. But you see, when you have heard God, stand strong. Let's go because of time. Let's go quickly. So he left those guys that will not experience the power of God because they will not hear God. So he left those ones. So Abraham took the wood and the burnt offering and laid it on his son Isaac. And he took the knife in his own hands. You see the question? Because if he gave Isaac the knife, then he was with the wood. Isaac can say, hey, now this is the tool that will kill me. He begins to run. Abraham at 100 will be chasing a how many year old boy? So he kept, you see his tactics. He kept the weapon of war with himself. Then gave him the wood to carry. Very good equation. And he took the knife in his hands, and the fire and the knife. The fire, you see that is burnt offering. Is the fire and the knife. And the two of them went together. Next verse. Keep going. But Isaac spoke to Abraham, his father, and said, my father. And he said, yeah, I am my son. Then he said, look, the fire and the wood, but where is the lamb for a burnt offering? Next verse. Verse 8. Isaac now came to his senses. He said, and Abraham said, my son, God will provide for himself the lamb for a burnt offering. And so the two of them went together. Next verse. Let's keep going. And then he came to the place in which God had told him. You see it again, Abi? The place in which God had told him. And Abraham built an altar there and placed the wood in order. And he bound Isaac, his son, and laid him on the altar. Very obedient Isaac. Instead of just staying for there. Very good boy. Try it with me. You see the Lord that day. Amen to Jesus. And Abraham stretched out his hands and took the knife to slay his son. Next verse. But the angel of the Lord called to him from heaven and said, Abraham, Abraham. And so he said, yeah, I am. Next verse, verse 12. And he said, do not lay your hands on the lad or do anything for him or to him. For now I know. Now I know that you fear me. Listen, sometimes say you don't need God. God gives you certain tests to see you sometimes. Now I know that you fear me, and since you have not withheld your son, you have not withheld your money, you have not withheld your family, you have not withheld your finances, you have not withheld that relation, you have not withheld that girl that I say you should break up with. Okay. From me, next verse, verse 21, verse 20. Then Abraham lifted up his eyes and looked, and there behind him was a ram caught in the thicket by his horns. And so Abraham went and took the ram and offered it up for a burnt offering instead of the son. Next verse, verse 14. And Abraham called the name of the place, the Lord will provide, as it is said, to this day in the mount of the Lord it shall be provided. Next verse, verse 15. Then the angel of the Lord called to Abraham a second time out of heaven. See declaration now. Go to the next 16. Verse 16. And said, by myself I have sworn alone. My blessings. That is when covenant is caught. Deity understands transactions. They know that when this person gives what is not normal to give, they empty their bank account. They are telling themselves, this person now wants something new. I'm telling you, this is how it works. It says, because you have done this thing. Because you have done this thing. And you have not withheld your son, your only son. Next verse, verse 17. Verse 17, give it quickly. Blessings I will bless you. Multiply I will multiply your descendants as the stars of the heavens and the sands in which the seashores. And your descendants shall possess the gates of their enemies. Next verse. And in your seed all the nations of the earth shall be blessed because you have obeyed. Did you see what Abraham offered up? By the way, it was a ram, not a lamp. You remember? You saw that too. It's a ram. Because some of you thought it was lamb. That was the lamb. You know, we preached that. That was the lamb that was Christ. Not be lamb, oh, it was a ram. R-A-M. Why was he ram, not lamb? Because if he had killed a lamb, the Pharisees and the Sadducees, they would discuss to you tomorrow that lamb that came was Christ that was slain. Because they said, behold, the foundation of the earth was set. So that lamb is Christ. It was only a prototype. That's why it was not a lamb that was killed. It was a ram. Somebody hear what I said there? And I said all of this to say, if you want to walk with God, you have to learn to obey Him. And you have to learn to obey Him by pleasing Him. And how do you please Him? Sacrificially.